everybody. I am Maggie Love, and I thank you for joining me on this channel, and I'm sure you are wonderful. I hope you are all enjoying this beautiful full moon, the strawberry full moon, June 2022. When you do get a chance, please hit subscribe and like, and I would love to hear your comments. So we are working on The Magic of Everyday Life with Maria Zeppes, and we are in chapter 6, and we're doing a slow crawl through the book to see what things might help us become better, in our heart, mind, and soul. So we have been kind of talking about the negative side of things, and this chapter is titled The Healing Power of Thought. So here we go. The tensions fermenting behind thoughts, inspiring them and determining the form the body and psyche take, only seemingly carry these demonic impulses and the reciprocal effects of thoughts stemming from them into a vicious cycle, without beginning or end. In reality, this compulsive interaction lasts only for as long as we allow initiative and control to remain in the domain of demonic subjects. So we have the power to stop this, and we will stop it. And only for as long as we allow dubiously rooted subjects, values, and judgments to proliferate in our brain like weeds without system or control, sweeping us in a direction towards which they are pulled by the magnetic attraction of death. So we're talking spectrums here, right? If we're trying to move in the positive direction, it's going to be magnetic. If we're moving towards the negative direction, it's going to be magnetic too. The moment we replace destructive formulas with crystal clear thoughts that serve our true psychological and moral interests, such that they block the effects of negative thoughts, fundamental change takes root in every tendency in our lives. Even if we were born with tendencies that paralyze us, provided we have something in our organism still left intact. So this is saying any time that you're ready to make a change, it's our choice. We want to take that step of the 1,000-mile journey, or whatever it is, whatever step that is towards a new career, whatever your purpose is, whatever your gift of service is, whatever your dreams or goals, we can change that. It is difficult to find thoughts that dissolve and heal this condition, because the parts of the personality that have been under siege by the demonic infection defend against every attempt to be placed in the light. So ever notice that when you are making positive change, how you may be tested by challenging areas that appear to be negative, false evidence appearing real, which may be fears, right? We can make a choice. So what steps and actions are you going to be taking to help replace any destructive thoughts? And are you ready to take those steps? I know many of you are. So no precise definition of the diagnosis appears to exist that can link an individual's consciousness with the nature of the processes taking place within. So the antidote must therefore be manufactured by each of us through inner recognition. So we manufacture the antidote. So where the poison lies is the antidote. I'm not saying any of us are poison, but I'm just saying wherever our negativity is, therein also lies the answer. Any psychoanalyst or doctor of the soul can cite interesting facts about this dilemma. It is obvious, of course, that this short circuit, the deluge of weepy protestations, alarmed retreat into seclusion, offended counterattacks, and self-deluded cover-up explanations, is brought about by an instinctual defense mechanism that wants to neutralize the medicine that threatens to its existence. So even though our behaviors may not always be healthy, those behaviors are in effect trying to protect you in some way. And we want to own what is positive and negative within us, so we can weed out the negative and become very, very powerful and use that power for good. In the meantime, until we discover through accumulated experience, helpful friends and family, our own self-analysis, and our own individual mental antidote to every disease cluster, there are certain general laws of inner and outer behavior that we must no longer ignore. And these are as much principles for a healthy spirit as basic hygiene practices for the body. I will summarize these laws in the following 4 points. A negative person exuding unfriendly vibrations is closed in an invisible repellent spiral, right? So negativity repels. A complainer exhausts even the best intentions. Complaining vampirizes, sucks, and depletes energy. Therefore, other instinctually close to them close themselves off from it. So if you are feeling a complainer, a negative energy, you're going to feel that they're trying to pop and drain your field, and you will usually, again, that's going to repel you. Unless sometimes when we are not fully grounded and we're still in our healing, it can be easier for people to pop your field and drain it. But we are working on full grounding and bringing everything, all of our energy fields full of love and light. 3, fear and bitterness create disease and invoke misfortune. So, as we are on our journeys and as we go up in vibration, we sort of naturally leave behind fear and bitterness. And kind of when we recognize that, we, as healers, many of us will go in to help. But we also need to remember that if somebody's not taking the responsibility to help themselves, we won't be able to help them. So, but anyway, fear and bitterness create disease and invoke misfortune, other things that will repel us. A dissatisfied, impatient person who talks abrasively about injuries, pains, and negative situations is constantly repetitive, suggests fits of rage, make their own conditions unbearable, and sooner or later bring fatal problems upon us. So that which, if we are putting out negativity or we're putting down low vibes, we're going to actually attract more of that to us. We're putting out good energy, good vibes, we're going to attract more of that to us too. I want to encourage you too, if you are somewhere on the spectrum and you are working to move from a negative place into a positive, keep your eye on the prize and keep your eye on God, because he will, if you just continue to focus on what he's saying, what the universe is saying, and in your positive intent, it'll literally, over time, those things will vibrate right out of your life, and you will be able to manifest what you are trying to manifest. So, for these reasons, let us never be unfriendly towards others, not even in thought. Let us not complain. Let us not allow ourselves to be swept away by bitterness and fear. And let us avoid evil, abrasive, discontented thoughts and statements. So those are some really basic things to send you away with. Actually, it's always easier to say than do. It may be very easy to be friendly towards people until you find the person that triggers you. It may be very easy not to complain until you get hit by life. It may be very easy for you to not be bitter or in fear until, again, you encounter something in life or someone in life that invokes that. And it may be very easy to avoid evil, abrasiveness, and discontent thoughts and statements. But then again, life will challenge us. So the deal is, we want to be game changers. We cannot be game changers if we stay on the bench. So never fear. I'm going to encourage you, if you are feeling challenged by events of the world or by people, hang in there, because everyone is us pushed out, and they're actually coming forward so that we can heal and flush out traits that maybe do not serve us and do not help serve the new earth and where we're moving towards. All right. Well, I want to encourage you all to continue to take steps towards your gifts of service, your purpose, your goals, and your dreams. I'm really grateful for you taking this time and joining me here. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful full moon and everything, just everything wonderful. When you do get a chance, please hit subscribe and like, leave your comments, and just letting you know I'm always wishing you well, health, wealth, and love. All right, thank you for dropping by. Peace in, peace out.